Good afternoon and welcome to a video. Today we're working on the wagon, the freaking shaggin' wagon. I don't know if that's its official name, but it might. It's kind of cool. So, look at it. I don't know if you saw my boat, but I recently started buying yachts, and here it is. This is my yacht. Look at that. Look at the size of this thing, and look at the size of that Bronco in the background. That thing looks tiny. I know it's far away, but still, it looks tiny compared to this. Taryn told me that there's no way the wagon's longer than the Bronco. I bet you it's at least 1.5 feet, if not more, longer than the Bronco. I bet the wheelbase is longer than the Bronco. But we'll figure all that out today. So today we're just going to kind of go over the whole car. And I need to make a list of things I need to replace. Hi, Paco. Make a list of things I need to replace and to buy. I'm going to do an AutoZone run, so... if you remember last video, there was a little vacuum line thing here when I first got it, and then we pulled that off. I need to see what this is and get rid of that. And just do some other random little things. Fuel filter probably, carb rebuild, plugs, plug wires, cap and rotor. I'll probably do it, I mean that water pump looks fine, so I'll probably leave that alone. Do a new thermostat, and then belts. These are all kinds of correct. But, yeah, we're just going to go through the whole car and just basically figure out some stuff. Figure out what I need to start saving for, what I need to buy right now. I kind of want to slap one of the Carmaro wheels, or 2 of them, on one side of the wagon just to see what it looks like, because I think it's the same bolt pattern. So that'll be cool. We'll try that out. And then I want to vacuum the interior and wash the car. So it's kind of just a cleanup, see where we're at, make a list of what I need, and... on the road to getting a clean, sweet daily. So, let's get right into it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, I should probably wash the car first. I think I'm going to spray the engine bay out right now, because it's full of gunk. Look at this. Well, it's not full of gunk, I shouldn't say that, but like, look, there's like old grime. I'm going to get some degreaser and put some work in. See, there's just some crud here. Uh-oh, what's that doing? That's just hanging out. Nice. So, and then like maybe, you know, just clean it up. It's really dirty and gross. The other day, what was that? Sunday. Today's Friday. So Sunday, I wiped off some of the oil. See, it was real oily like it is right there. And I just wiped off some oil, so now it's a nice blue. Eventually I want to repaint that, but, you know. The alternator is good, so I'm not going to replace that. I need to figure out this. Look at all these exposed wires. I'm not going to mess with the wiring because I don't know what this thing does, but I am going to, you know, properly splice that together. That's not how I work right there. And just do some other stuff. And then this is EGR. I'm going to pull that crap out. Don't need it. I'll probably clean that out and clean out, what's this one? Wiper washer. That works, so I need to put fluid in there. And then, like, well, just little stuff. Little random tidbits to make this car really, really nice. So, yeah, let's jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and start degreasing and pulling crap. Actually, I'll probably pull crap out, and then I'll degrease and clean that engine bay. So here, get one good look at it right now. Alright, I've been rambling too long. I'm going to jump into it. I'll see you in a few when the engine bay is clean, nice and pretty and shiny, and then you can eat your food off of it, or I can eat my food, because I don't want you eating food off my car. Just honestly, probably just don't touch my car ever. Okay? If you see it, it's my car. Don't touch it. Alright? Just know that. Keep your food in your car. Yo! What's up? We're in the wagon and we're going for a nice little cruise. Drake, what do you think about the wagon?
It's sick.
This is Drake's first time. This is actually his first time really seeing it. This is when we started driving. But we cruised it to AutoZone. I got some parts, went to the gas station, bought a Monstie. So we're just hanging out, having a good old time. Yeah, I'm gonna go put these parts on. I don't know if I'll get all of them done today, because I have to go to a different AutoZone location. Oof. Come on, old girl. There we go.
Don't jump, Chip.
This thing is fast, bro. Watch this. Pedal to the floor. This is an acceleration test. Alright, I'm gonna go and get the rest of the parts I ordered from AutoZone. And then we shall start putting them on, so I'll see you momentarily. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the wagon maintenance video. I guess that doesn't sound that exciting, but the wagon spiffing up, making it better and faster, adding crazy horsepower, maybe a sticker. Video is what's going down. I'm feeling pretty fancy right now. I got my hair. Ooh, I even got my nice shoes on, dude. Nice. So, I feel very appropriate. I drove it to church, and it gave me a lot of problems, right, boss? Gave me a lot of problems. So, it's just because I need to rebuild the car. It was sputtering, being all stupid. So look, let me show you what I did yesterday. The carb is junk, so I'm gonna rip that thing off. We gotta rebuild. I keep saying we, I'm talking about me and boss here. So, possibly new fuel filter, cut speed holes, oil change, carb rebuild. Alright, so it's a little 2-barrel. See that? Look. 1 barrel. 2 barrel, right there. Little tiny baby 2-barrel. That's the only thing that makes my 225 a Super 6 versus the regular 225 Slant 6. Is the regular has a 1-barrel, this is a 2-barrel. Anyways, look at this junk. It's all crusty, and it was sputtering on the way home from church. I mentioned that. So, I gotta rebuild this little guy. I've rebuilt a 4-barrel Harley double bumper, but it just never worked right ever again. So I'm not the best at it. So we're gonna learn together. This one should be simple though. I bought a rebuild kit right there, but the car came with this rebuild kit. So I don't know if this has everything in it. It was already opened. I know this one has everything in it. So I'm gonna use as much of this as I can, and if I can return this, then sick. But this is it currently. I'm gonna start pulling stuff apart. I took a bunch of pictures so I know what's what. And hopefully this thing will be better by the end of the day. So, alrighty, so here's my carburetor. I haven't touched anything since the last clip, and I'm about to start right now. I'm gonna just start pulling stuff off. I'm gonna pull all the stuff on the side here off first, and then start delving into it. So let us move forward with this. I don't know how to do this really. Okay, so as you can see, I got it all taken apart. I showed you earlier there's a bunch of gas in here. I just dumped that out right now so I can pull these screws out, which are right here, under here, these two, and that will take this piece, separate it from the base here, and then that should be most of the gaskets. So there's some more crap in there I gotta take apart, but that'll be after I take this off. I don't know, it all seems pretty easy so far. I think I was just an idiot before. Because it doesn't seem that hard. It's just really take it all apart, put it back together. I'm gonna have to clean it because you see all that crap in there? Gross. But yeah, I'm going to just finish up here. I'm almost done with the take apart process, and then I get to put it back together, so that'll be even more fun. Alrighty, so carburetor's all rebuilt. I need to just put this panel and that, which goes in there, on there. I just need some Teflon for that, but it's all pretty much done. When I put this on originally, I messed up because I put this thing on backwards, just so this little fin was facing this way. Easy fix, just pulled it right out, put it on. But other than that, everything went together smooth. You know what? It's not that hard. Just honestly, if you just put it together exactly how you took it apart, and what I did is with my phone here, I just did like a really slow like camera and I panned it around to see, and like on these real technical spots I looked in to see how everything was set up, and that helped a lot. Also this, I use this quite a bit, the exploded diagram, which came with the rebuild kit that I can return because I didn't need to use anything out of there. So I do got to put a couple things back on, but nothing major. And then, where's that other piece? There it is. Okay, so yeah, I got to put all this stuff right here on, which isn't a lot. And once that's back on, it's all done and ready, and then we can slap it in the car and see if it works. I have to adjust the mixture screws, which are these right there. And there, that's for the jets, so once it's running, we'll see.
You cut the exhaust, man.
I need to. Alright, I rebuilt it. It's on. It runs. Oh, man. I was like, wait a second. I thought I broke it. Sick. Hey, will you rev it? It is more better.
What?
Will you rev it?
Why?
So I can get some sound clips.
No,
Yeah, float the valves.
Float the valves?
Nice. Oh, look, there's a tire there. What's going on here? Drew, what's happening?
The car's running lazy.
Oh, crap. Oh, I almost witnessed a hate crime. No, I don't. I want my tire.
Just send it down the driveway?
Send it up to me.
I can't do that, sir.
Oh, bummer. That's a big meat right there.
Sure, you need to get new lug nuts.
No way.
It hits.
I don't think these can screw on.
Why? Where is it hitting? It's hitting the leaf.
Yeah. I would need spacers. But how sick is that? Wait, just for the freaking memes. They still don't stick out as far as I thought they would.
Dude, I don't like that.
That looks sick. Man, they're a little too big. 18s are too big. If they were 17s, though.
No, I think you need to keep the original rims on it. That's
I like it. It looks cool.
Do 24-inch rims.
I should do like some 32s.
Yeah.
The front needs to be lowered for sure. Look at this now. I gotta adjust torsion bars. Oh my goodness! I gotta close it. So tell me, Tristan, what do you think of the car with the new wheels? No, nothing to say. Okay. Look at this. Come from this angle and look at it. It shouldn't look this good.
So what do you guys think?
Yeah. If I could put the spacer in the front, I think it would look really good. Or if I could not put the spacer in the rear, so they're even. But it looks aggressive. It needs way more low.
Just take a leaf out.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to the wagon stuff video, or so. I don't know what I'm doing in this video. There's a lot of stuff that's happened. But I put the Supra wheels on last time. You saw that as pretty dope. If you don't think it was dope, then you should just unsubscribe and leave my channel. If you're not subscribed, if you're not, then just leave. I don't want you here. But today, look at that. I put rags in my intake. Did a modification. I don't know if you knew this, that actually adds horsepower right there. You go into Home Depot, get yourself some rags, smack them, horsepower. I'm just kidding, I didn't do that. I took the intake and the exhaust off because it was running like hell. I think I filmed it. If I didn't, sorry. If I did, then that's what I'm talking about. But it was running like hell after I rebuilt the carb, only when it was warmed up, and there's this flap in the exhaust I would show you, but I cut it out. Which I'll show you that in a second, but there's this flap, and it's getting stuck, maybe. And that might have caused it to run bad. So that's step one. If nothing changes, then I gotta replace the distributor, and go from there, because it could be a timing issue. Wait a second, is it not even recording? Oh no, it's recording. Okay, good.
Okay,
Whew.
cut that part out. Cut.
Cut. So if that doesn't fix it, I gotta replace the distributor. I replaced the cap rotor wires and plugs. You saw that earlier. But I'm not gonna restart. I'm too deep. All right, it's too deep in. So I replaced all that in that last time. Well, earlier in this video, I just rewind and see that. And so now you see that stuff off, and I'm gonna go and fix that problem. Now I'll show you in the garage what I did and what I hope fixes whatever's going on. I don't really know what's going on. I'll tell you what happens in case I didn't film it. Once it's warm, it starts like blah 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 blah, blah and starts sputtering, and then it starts stalling. And Dylan knows about stalling. He's pretty good at that as a job. Anyways, it'll start stalling.
That hit a little too close to home on that one. But my manager would agree with you.
Yeah, so the car, when it's cold, like when I first started, and it's been running for like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, throttle, super responsive, like really good. The carburetor works, you can tell the carburetor's working fine. And then once it's fully warmed, and the gauge is at operating temperature, it starts sputtering, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and you put it in gear, and it stalls. And I don't know what that could be. Someone told me, and some forums told me, that it's that little flap in the exhaust, which I'll show you in a second what I cut out. So I cut that out. If it still does it, then I'm going to replace the distributor. So, I'm going to go show you the flap. Let's go look at the flap. Dylan, you want to see the flap?
Okay.
Let's go look at the flap.
Alright, so while Tristan's calling his dad like a normie, this is what happened. So this little turn dial was in there, and it would operate this flap in there. Pretty much what happened was, when the exhaust was not warmed up, it would be like this, so the exhaust has to travel over that, because the air is too cold and it's too dense for the, I don't know, like that. So, then when it would open up, it would allow more airflow in, you get better throttle response. But he said, screw that, it's not working. So we gotta weld these in so we don't get an exhaust leak. And yeah, that's about it. Tristan, you didn't call on your dad or what? No, you're calling dad right now, aren't you? Wow. Wow, just look at me. I'm calling my dad, and I think I'm all cool. Are you just upset that your subscribers are going to want to subscribe to my YouTube channel when it's created? Don't you run away from me, Tristan. I'm coming for you. Here I come. Tristan, get off the phone. We're making YouTube videos so we can get money. Money so you can get your grandmother some cigarettes. Honey.
Yeah.
We'll just show dogs to get more subscribers. All the subscribers. Paco! Paco, get in the YouTube channel.
Paco, come here.
Paco, you better get over here, you big-headed
Paco.
dummy. There you are. There you are.
Come here, Paco.
You big old goof. There he is. Is that Frankie boy? Frankie boy. Frank, come out. Get out of the Corvette, Frank. It's gonna kill you. The dogs are ready. The dogs are ready to see Frank. Frank.
Did you explain this good?
Not really.
Okay, that's good enough.
TBH? Not great.
Do you want me to explain it again?
Possibly.
Oh, did you see him? He just
Oh shit.
yeah, bite his nuts off! Go! Bite his nuts off!
Oh shit.
Fixing this tearing off real good.
Why? Oh, because you parked in a spot?
Alright. I just finished putting the intake and exhaust on. It's freaking late. I'm real tired. I'm being blinded by the light. There's a song called Blinded. I think. I might be wrong. I don't know. If you know, put it in the comments. Anyways. I'm dead tired, boys. I'm dead tired. So, in case you don't know what I did, let me just explain it real quick. The exhaust had this flap. I think Dylan explained it to you. I don't exactly know. Shut up, phone. I gotta move that. That's blinding me. I was doing other things. So, there, is that better? Can you see me? Well, you can see me good enough like that. So, it was this flap in the exhaust, and so this is how exhaust works. It comes through, well, you know how exhaust works, but this is how it works on this engine. Here's like the block, and then here's the downpipe. It goes like this, and there's a flap that goes like this and this. So when it's like this, the exhaust has to come up hit the bottom of the intake manifold and then down, which on a cold start warms the carburetor and the intake manifold faster, and then it's like this, right? And so the air's going like this, and it's supposed to go, making the air go like this, just a perfect, like type of thing. And it was stuck like this, so when the car was fully warmed, meaning the air has way less density, meaning it's traveling faster, it's going like this and doing this motion, and the gap is like this big, literally like an inch big. Whereas that's when the flap is this way. When the flap is this way, there's like this much versus this much. So it's like 2 inch, 2.5 inch to an inch of air travel room. And so this is the theory, this is the thought. The thought is that the air traveling like this and over that flap is, once it's fully warmed up, because that's when it starts acting up, that's when it starts sputtering. It doesn't sputter at all. It's really responsive until it's like operating temperature, or getting close to operating temperature, up to operating temperature. So the theory is that once the air loses that density and it's it's going faster than and the flap stays like that, it's creating too much back pressure and forcing the exhaust valve will open and try and push the exhaust air out. But if there's more pressure on the outside of the valve than on the inside of the valve, it's going to push air in, meaning it's going to push gas. Well, it's not going to push the gas out necessarily, but it's not going to let the gas come in, because it sounds like this thing's starving for air, or starving for gas. So that's just a theory. I don't know if it's going to work. I guess we'll try that in the morning. Cars and Coffee's in the morning, like I said, so I got to get to bed. I have a buddy that works over at Pep Boys, and whenever he is working, I'm going to go and get a distributor, only because I might be able to get a discount. So I'm going to go and get that distributor whenever he's working, and I bought two fuel filters today. I'm going to put one close to the gas tank, and I'm going to put another one where, the little red one I have in there. If you don't, just rewind to where it shows the engine bay, you'll see it. It's a little red one, it's like this big. And I originally bought that for the 240 a long time ago, but it's for a carbureted vehicle, so it didn't flow as much fuel, and it was starving the 240 of fuel because it's fuel injection. And I took it off because I found out it was for carbureted vehicles only, and I've just been sitting on it, but I never cleaned it, so I think it varnished up, meaning it's not flowing as good as it should. So it's starving this car of gas. That's just a theory. I don't know if that's true or not. Just like the flap was a theory. The flap, removing the flap helped some little itty bitty bit. It definitely runs better, and it hasn't stalled yet, but it still sputters sometimes, and when it's sputtering, the car's like really slow to accelerate. Just like that. That's how it feels. And everyone's looking at you like, look at that piece of is that a wagon? That thing's garbage, bro. Ooh, trash. Listen to it. Trash. And I can't have that. I don't want people thinking my wagon's trash because it's sick. So, I'm going to do some crap. I'm just rambling now. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. And, I don't know what I'm doing with this. Bah! Something like that. I don't know. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Come on, let's grow the channel. We're up to like 150, I think. At least as of the time I'm filming this. It's either 149 or 150. So, hell yeah. But I know it can be better than that. I believe in each and every one of you. Tell someone. Spread the word. Let's get it up to 200. By I don't know, what month are we in? Can I do 200 by the end of the year? It's August, mid-August. I think we can do 200 by the end of the year, but I need your guys' help. So let's get to 200. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. It's fun stuff. Yeah. 2 videos. There's one here. There's one here. You can subscribe. Probably in this region is where I usually put it. Maybe I'll put it in the corner, like over here or over here. I don't know. You'll see it. If you see the bubble, just click on that and you can subscribe. And then there's this video. You're going to want to watch that one. That one's actually really sweet. Like, I handpicked this one just for you. And then there's this video, which is like big, cool. Whole lot of maximum cool level. And that's this one and this one. So these 2 videos, click on those, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Later.